you guys? Welcome back to a new video. I'm your girl Adrienne Montanez. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm looking a little crazy right now, but it's a date night tonight, so I'm super excited. I'm actually getting ready somewhere else, but that's in another video. Mind you, I am eating and I do have a nutritionist right now, and I've been doing very well. It looks like I'm so close to hitting a new weight goal, but like I said, I'm not gonna punish myself extreme. And honestly, like, I'll be real, the last couple days my training's been really intense because now I'm doing like calisthenics with like a little more CrossFit and bodybuilding. And somebody actually left me a comment about boxing, like, oh, do you kickbox? I do kickbox, and I actually have another coach for that. I just haven't been working with him lately because I am still working on this personal program. And what I like about this is people think like I'm just lifting weights, but there's so much more behind the scene where the cardio, people don't realize like your cardio is the biggest factor when it comes to cutting body fat. So I'm doing different forms of cardio, so obviously it doesn't get boring. By the way, the makeup I'm using right now too is I'm using NARS. This is like my go-to. So, but I'm like super out on so much makeup. Oh my gosh, but before I continue, did you guys, have you been noticing? Let me know and drop a comment down below, but I went to Walmart the other day. And I go to Walmart like once a month because I'm gonna drop money. Because like I do like first of the month shopping. I get certain groceries at Walmart, whatever. I spent $478 just at Walmart, just on food. My bills before, it used to be like $2 something. No, $478. And I'm just like, dude. Oh, it really hurt when I swiped my card, but like it's stuff that I need, you know. It's just what it is right now with this inflation. Well, anyways, I noticed that they started locking up the makeup. And I live in a pretty nice area. That's never happened. Sucks. I left the ghetto and the ghetto's following me. Guys, I'm sorry if this is a little scatterbrain or two, but I just felt like filming something just to kind of share a little bit, you know. If you want to, I'll actually take a clip and I'll insert it afterwards, like what I did end up eating, like where I went. But to anybody out there who's just like, well, you know, how do I go out and like, how do you make good choices? Like, unless you're like on a prep, it's totally different, but I'm not on a prep or anything like right now. My focus right now is my body fat. My body fat was really high 2 months ago, and I was like, nope, gotta make some changes. Mind you, I've always been into fitness, always into bodybuilding, always into lifting weights, but I needed something more. And I really like the person I hired because it's a duo. He's a personal coach, he's an ex-athlete, and he's a nutritionist. That's why I paid for him. So honestly, what he's doing has really been working for me, and I'm definitely going to share some of that too. I'm going to share with you guys how much I've lost and maybe do like a what I eat in a day so you can kind of get an idea. I know one of you did leave me a comment too about skin. I will definitely share that, and believe it or not, a lot of it has to do with what I'm eating right now. I'm doing a lot of whole foods, a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of water. Let me show you. This, oh, did I put this in a video? My Amazon, I actually have a new Amazon favorites I'm gonna film, but this, I brought this, just regular room temperature water. I'm just trying to keep myself super hydrated. And you guys, you know what, how much I'm working out, like I don't get to get glam. So I was like actually looking forward to this today. Like I like putting on makeup. I'm super girly. I know there's a lot of men too who are just like, oh, but you don't need it. Or like, I don't like when my girl wears makeup, but she does it for herself. You know, it's self-care. Anyways, but if you are on a fitness journey and you're going out and you still want to live, you know, and you don't want to just ice yourself out from the world, just be realistic with your decisions. You don't have to just always get a salad. That's not realistic either. There's nothing wrong with consuming a high protein. If you like steak, having some steak, get a healthy carb on the side. Maybe instead of baked potato, do sweet potato. You know, if you want to eat a burger, but do a protein style, you know what I mean? And just maybe get double patties instead of regular potato fries, get sweet potato fries. You know, there's always an alternative. Like if you're ordering pizza, do a thin crust pizza versus like a heavy classic Italian crust, you know what I mean? So just be really mindful of it. And honestly, if you need more inspo, I will look on TikTok, you guys, you know, quick food suggestions, alternatives, what to do when we're going out to eat, whatever the case is, or travel, whatever the case. Everybody's different. But today I'm excited. I'm actually want to consume a little bit of a carb. I haven't had much carbs today, so I would like a piece of like a dinner roll with like a little bit of butter. That would be nice, or a donut. But since it is before Thanksgiving, today is November 17th. I'm really not trying to go heavy into any type of like crazy dessert, so we'll see. But I'm gonna finish this face and I'll see you in a little bit. Face is slowly coming along. So I know my hair probably looked like, dang girl, like it's rough and tough. I just got it dyed recently. Oh, shout out to Samantha, did my roots. I just do, and believe it or not, it's brown, you guys. People are always saying it's black, and I was like, no, it's brown. But I was talking briefly about, you know, sharing like tips, like what helps. So you guys, you know, I was just talking right now about how, you know, be mindful, look at the menu. Second is, if you are trying to work better on yourself, be mindful of who's around you. So if you have friends or people that you chill with that are just like ordering like all these drinks and ordering a bunch of food, not being considerate of you, these are not your friends. I posted this girl recently that I came across. I learned her story, Shanquella Robinson. She pretty much went to Mexico she had an Airbnb with her friends, and she ended up getting killed, and her best friend filmed the whole thing. They were mocking and laughing at her, and they cracked her skull. It's really brutal. She was such a beautiful young girl. She was only 25 years old, and they left her in the Airbnb to die. Excuse me. What I meant by this story is, not everybody's gonna be your friend. So if you're trying to work better on yourself when it comes to you trying to elevate, maybe you want to make better choices or whatever the case is, yeah, not everybody's gonna be your friend. Sometimes you're gonna have to say goodbye and just not go with certain people, or you know there's gonna be crazy alcohol, sugary drinks, and you know you can't drink them, or you're not trying to drink them, or whatever the case is, but yet they're still pushing on you. Those people are not your friends. They're just not. And you know, I had to learn this the hard way. I had to learn this the hard way because I was such a big people pleaser, especially back in the day when I was like clubbing. They would always give me drinks. Mind you, at the time I did drink when I was in my 20s, and it was like literally cranberry vodka. It was plain Jane, whatever, boring, cosmopolitan, like nothing fancy. But I do want to share this though. If you do drink and you're like, you know, and you're trying to like cut weight and work out too, obviously you don't want to drink the beer. I would just do straight alcohol on ice. You know, what is it, like those vodka tonics, those vodka sodas, or whatever the case is. Oh, stay away from the margaritas, the cocktails that have all the sugary syrups and all of that. You know, it's all about making the choice that may not be the most appealing to you. It's probably not going to taste the best, and obviously going to creep on you faster, but that's just what it is. This is a really common one, especially to my girlies. If you're trying to like work out, but yet like you have birthdays or maybe a bachelorette or a baby shower, and you know, if it's a Mexican baby shower, you know they got gangs of alcohol and a taquero. There ain't nothing there for you to eat. I think my best piece of tip too is eat before you go. I'm dead serious. Eat before you go. So eat something that's going to be fulfilling, keep you satiated, and something where you don't have the temptation of where like you're hungry. And I know those feelings where you're just starving, but yet you're just like, I'm about to just cave in because like I'm like hangry at this point, you know what I mean? And it's not a great feeling. Obviously you don't want to starve yourself. So I always like know if I'm going to go somewhere. Like I got invited to a birthday recently, and I'll be honest, like there's nothing there for me because it's like open bar and all that, and I don't drink. So it's just like, why am I gonna go? You know, why I mean, why am I gonna go? You know, seriously. But at the end of the day, if it's somebody that I really care about and I know I want to make effort, I'll go. But like I said, I always feed myself before. Also too, sometimes if I know I'm gonna be out, I always have food in my car. I'm really big at that. If you guys want to see that too, like I always carry a cooler. It has like a spare meal. It could have like a grilled chicken wrap. I have some watermelon. And that's one of the biggest things I'm going to share with you. That has really been helping me. Snacking on fruit, then drinking it while I'm cutting weight right now. That'll be an upcoming video too of like what I eat in a day. And these are things that have been working with me. Nutritionist approved. Because I know some people are just like, well, you know, I'm invited and I want to go or whatever the case is. I was like, yeah, but you still have to stick to your goals. You still got to stick to what you want to do, not what everybody else wants you to do. They want the life of the party of whatever. Oh, just a couple drinks. It's not going to hurt you. Come on, we're taking shots, whatever. If you don't want to, don't do it. And you know what's crazy is like, I was talking about this with somebody recently at the gym, and I was like, isn't it crazy how we were raised with like, you know, not to peer pressure people, not to bully, not to do this. And then like, as you get older, you think like, I don't got to deal with that again. And it's like worse as you get older, I feel like, as an adult. Like I cannot tell you how much I get bullied sometimes by family. I used to get called out all the time. Like, oh my gosh, like you're a party girl and you have fun, but you don't drink alcohol. And I'm not a drinker. Like I'm not a drinker, you know? And if I was at the time, it was like a glass of wine. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not into it like that. So I don't know. It's just really weird. So protect your peace. more than anything. Stand up for yourself, make mindful choices, be also mindful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because that energy can transfer, and obviously just bad influences. And be realistic. Just be realistic. Be true to yourself. What's anybody gonna say? Nobody, because at the end of the day, you sleep with yourself at night. You know what I mean? So, you know, be true to yourself and do what's best for you. But I just wanted to make this video. I thought, you know, just to show a little bit of encouragement, you know, just to be very mindful. And there's always a way. It's like these people that I talk to, and there's a few competitors that I was talking to recently, and I'm like, you know, do you guys still go on date nights? And they do. It's just a matter of staying within their caloric deficit, and they obviously have to eat a little more clean. If you think about it too, like if you were to go to like a steakhouse, you notice like you can have a piece of steak and a vegetable and like that's it. You can't have no dessert trays or nothing, but like you could still eat a nice meal and be out, versus that damn container that you be eating out of 5 days a week, you know? Like I'm excited to eat out of a freaking plate today, because not that it sounds ratchet, but like everything I do is so prepped. Everything's all Tupperware out, you know what I mean? So for me to get to eat, you know, like on a nice plate, you know, a nice, you know, ambiance setup, candlelight, all that good stuff. Like I really enjoy that good conversation. I'm very excited. So I know this is like a random video. We'll just call it like a little girl talk, you know, what I do to keep myself right and tight, and just making sure I'm in a great healthy space when it comes to going out and socializing. Is I'm very, very protective of, number one, who I surround myself with, but two is I have that conversation with myself like, are you good with this, Adrienne? Do you want to do this? Do you want to go? You know what I mean? I'm very, very intuitive, and I think it has a lot to do with this really deep new self-love journey that I've just embarked upon when it comes to just really putting myself first and my mental. This is the best it's gonna look today. It is chilly out and my hair frizzes, so look, this looks a little more like, what's up, baby? And versus like, but it's okay, we're gonna go with it. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video, you know, just to share a little bit of insight and just, you know, protect your peace. And if you're trying to go out and about, especially like with the holidays coming up, I mean, I'll just be a little more adept about it, but just, this is just more for like social, you know, social going out, friends, birthdays, barbecues, you know, Friendsgiving, you know, and you're working on yourself right now. Just really be mindful. Don't be afraid to be selfish. It's not being mean or malicious. You just have to look out for yourself, better for you, because nobody else is going to do it. If it means sacrificing relationships and saying goodbye to certain people. And I feel like sometimes this was really hard for me to kind of grasp, because I mean, I already feel like some people don't understand the depth of what I'm doing, but it's not for me to sell. It's not for me to talk about it with anybody. It's not for any of that. It's literally, this is me versus me and my journey to myself. This is something that fuels my fire. And I just had to take a step back. And I do feel bad sometimes, but then again, I'm like, I've given so much of myself to just so many of the wrong people. And for once in my life, I feel like I have full control. You know what I mean? And I'm just really hypersensitive and protective of that. So anyways, I hope you found some type of encouragement in today's video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, engage with me, leave me anything, and I will get back to you. I will be posting something on my community tab. Also, I do have more videos I need to edit. I love you. You're amazing. And just know you're way more powerful than you think, and you matter.